guys, it's Lynn and this is my husband Tim and my daughter Olivia and her baby Layla. And today we're going to talk to you guys about our birth plan and why we decided to do a home birth versus a hospital birth. And we're going to talk
Does everyone know?
I don't think so, but you will now. And then we'll talk a little bit about Olivia's birth. Personally, why I decided that I wanted a home birth was I don't like hospitals. I don't like going to the doctor. I've never really had a good experience. I didn't have a horrible experience, but when I saw a documentary about home birth and how beautiful,
You don't want to show that on video.
how beautiful and intimate a home birth can be. That's the experience of that I wanted when I get pregnant. And so I mentioned it to Tim when we were dating, and he was all like, "Woman, you are crazy. That is never gonna happen. What's wrong with the hospital? That is not safe."
You know, when you don't understand something that well, you're like, why the heck would you want to do something so crazy, right? Just do it like normal people do. Go to the hospital and push it out and then go home. What else is there to it, I thought. I guess a little bit of homework and some research and stuff like that. And it did feel like there was a lot of pros and you know, some cons and all to either option, hospital or home births. And so I think after considering all of that, I think a home birth seemed like actually a pretty good option. One of the big benefits is the experience is way different, right? So you go into a hospital, right? They kind of check you in, they triage you, big white lights, and you know, they have medical professionals coming through, and kind of they treat you like kind of a number in a queue. A bunch of people in masks are treating you and telling you to push, and then you know, it pops out. I'll leave you alone, whatever it is. But the experience is not too personal. You know, some hospitals don't even allow you know, their husbands in the rooms. So at home birth, no, you get to control the whole environment. You control where exactly you are. You're at home. You're comfortable. You're swimming in a pool. We'll talk about that a bit later too. It's a special occasion, right? You're welcoming your daughter or your son into the world, and you know, you want to be able to kind of, you know, control that. All right. So you know, the birth experience being better at home, absolutely one of the best things and the best reasons why we considered it. But honestly, like, for me, it's just way cheaper. Hospital births are what, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, right? Home births, like a few $1,000s. So it's not that I'm cheap.
You are cheap.
Whatever. Okay, people think I'm cheap, and it depends on how you define cheap, right? I'm frugal, I think, not cheap. That's another video. But if you want to do a home birth, you're gonna be honestly saving lots and lots of money, and those monies can be going towards way more important stuff, right? Like her diapers, her clothes, other baby supplies, and photography, I guess, you know, necessities like that. For Olivia's birth, we decided to do a water birth. If you haven't heard about a water birth before, that's basically where you give birth in like a bathtub, which is a bathtub or a pool or a birth pool is what they call it, like special name basically for a kiddie pool. That's the size of an adult, right? So it's enough for her and actually me to fit, since we're small people, in the birth tub all at once while she's pushing and delivering. They say it's good because underwater, right? There's it's soothing of course, and it's like being in a spa setting, right, while you're giving birth and pushing. And it's supposed to help with the pushing and the pain and all this too. And
so I wanted my mom there because she's my mom, and I felt like she was gonna support me. But in that case, it kind of backfired because my mom was not supportive of the home birth. She was worried the whole entire time. You could see in her face, which makes us worry about her instead of, you know, trying to get this baby out. So that we will not do again this year.
That's not what we wanted for our peaceful environment, for our one, you know, this experience that we wanted to do with Olivia. So she was definitely a distraction more so than a support system for us. So we're definitely going to change that a little bit for Evelyn's birth.
But so besides that, I felt like the experience, it was good. I liked the fact that, you know, I had my husband there and we could control our environment. I would like it to not last 40 hours.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
That was the pain wasn't bad until the end, where I got the lower back pain, and that's when we felt like it was better for us to transfer and get the help, get the drugs.
Yeah,
Pretty
drugs. You know, I'm not a big fan of drugs most of the time, but this time I almost like I needed the drugs too. You know, I needed her to take the drugs for me.
My mom was still freaking out because, you know, you know how most parents are. If you go to the hospital, you have a baby right away. Why are you sleeping for 8 hours? So that was pretty hilarious. The experience was not too horrible, but it's like I said, it was there was just a lot of random people in there. You know, night nurses and day nurse, and you see random people. You'll meet one person like, oh, you think they'll be there for the rest of the time here, and then you meet somebody else. You know, so I kind of didn't like that.
For 40 hours, pretty much, you know, we didn't sleep, so it was very tiring for I think the men that are supporting our wives during birth. Right, we do what we need to. It was basically lots of coffee, lots of caffeine pills, and a migraine at the end. So, but it was completely worth it. It was really just being there for her, you know, being that person that she can scream at, being that person that, you know, she can blame for all of her pain, and you know what, I relish in all of that. So it was all good. Yes, and everyone's like, yeah, so that's crazy. So your home birth was like a failure, right? I wouldn't call it that at all, honestly. The only reason that we ended up going to the hospital was for a couple of different reasons. But Lynn honestly just got tired. We were in labor for 40 hours total, but at hour about 30, and the dilation was actually going backwards, right, from like 10 centimeters to 8 centimeters. It was just that she was so exhausted from the pushing and Olivia's head being kind of weird, and so we decided, you know what, to kind of help with that experience, we probably thought that let's just go to the hospital and help her out with some of the drugs, because she needed it at that point. But it wasn't because it was dangerous. It wasn't because like she was in any, I guess.
It was not an emergency.
Yeah, it wasn't
transfer.
an emergency transfer per se for Olivia. Yeah, we were in traffic for an hour still, getting to the hospital, and you know, her heartbeat was still strong, was still consistent. It was honestly just because of the time it was taking to, you know, for her to come out. Yeah, so we're gonna do this again for Evelyn, and well, I suppose she'll take you through the journey. I won't always be there. I'll be actually working. but I'm sure you'll be following along. So thank you for that. And yeah, let us know if you have any questions. We'll be happy to answer them in the comments below. That's what like people do on these vlogs, right?
Yes.
Tell you to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just do that, and then she'll respond back to you.
Yes.
So.
Like and subscribe to see
God,
more.
I hate that. I don't know why people do that, but
I don't do that
sure.
either, but I'm just gonna say it for the heck of it. Okay, Olivia, say thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Say, I'm gonna go play now. Say bye. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.